Today on FTRTV, we're going to check out Williamstown Aquarium. G'day everyone, my name is David Mai and welcome back to First Time Reefer TV. And yes, we have got masks introduced back in Melbourne. Unfortunately, we are in lockdown, but we are allowed to travel for work and essentials. So today I'm at Williamstown Aquarium to continue the Reefstock LFS tour. Unfortunately, Williamstown is not coming to Reefstock, but I thought I'd include them in the tour anyway. Hopefully there's a little bit of public pressure from you guys on this channel and we can maybe convince Jack to come down to Reefstock and bring some of his amazing goodies, because let me tell you, this store has got some cracking stock at the moment. Well, let's go for a walk around and check out the store. So before we start our walk around, don't forget that Reefstock is going to be on this August 7th and 8th at the Sydney Showgrounds, a new venue this year, a bigger show, bigger booth, and some incredible stock that I've seen that is going to be coming there. So be sure to jump on to the Reefstock Facebook page to keep up to date with all the details, and also jump onto their website. Tickets have been released, so you can go there, score some tickets, and make sure you got your ticket to the event so you don't miss out. But Williamstown Aquarium is based over at what's your address here?
368 Coral Creek Road.
368 Coral Creek Road over in Williamstown. They are a massive behemoth that does saltwater as well as freshwater and literally has every bit of stock underneath the sun. They also import a lot of their own fish and have a quarantine facility. So you will see when we get to the tanks back here where Jack and Jake are, that they have an amazing range of fish, and huge range of fish. So let's turn this around now so we can walk around this store. So walk through the front door, this is their counter. This is one display that I actually do really like every time I'm here. I'll get the lens on there so you can have a look. Just a little nano, looks to be, I think, a little water box aquarium nano there. Sorry, I'm not in your way, am I, man?
No, just don't keep on it.
And lots of really simple to care for morphs and rigs, and this one particularly, that little bounce rig morph there, that's really cool. But just run with the little Illumagic Blaze Mini, and just to show that you don't need to have a massive tank to have something that looks amazing. A pair of clowns, some seahorses, a little bit of flow, and some sexy coral, and you can have a really cool display just on your counter or your desk or at home or even at work. So I'm really digging these all-in-one nanos, and just showing that simple approach to reefing does also work, as well as going crazy. They got their AMS bioculture balls here. These are the media that I am using on my system as well. Incredibly well priced compared to a lot of the medias that are on the market, and really good. They're firm, solid, don't fall apart, and house a bucket load of media or bacteria in your system. So I highly recommend jumping on and checking that out. Their display tank is just starting to shut down the lights now, so unfortunately we don't get to marvel at this tank in all its glory. But I have been to this store before and checked out this tank. So I'll link a video in the corner that you can check out to see what that tank is all about. They've also got, I'll take the filter off for now. They've got these AMS all-in-one tanks as well, which is their own all-in-one tank that they're bringing in. Really nice and cheap. 135 litres in this tank for $375. And that comes with all the filtration in the back end there. And a really well-sized tank, that one as well, 610 by 610 by 406 high. So really cool. Now we'll jump over to this side. I've seen some pretty crazy stock here that will show you. This is their front tank, and a frag starting from as little as 25 bucks, as you can see there, for SPS or Montes. Colonies starting from 30 and 35. Higher end pieces of 50 and 60 bucks there. Not a lot in because they haven't had a shipment this week, but that's usually stocked to the brim. This tank here is one that I always love looking at. Looking at that rose bubble tip down there, that's huge and really beautiful in colours, you can see there. Really good stock there. And lots of acans and micromusa in here, big colonies as well, not just little frags. as well as some zoas in there. And the pieces in particular that I really like are these ones here. Some gorgeous, gorgeous rigs, and this one especially is really pretty. The camera's not quite picking it up, but it's a nice blue, green, teal base. Bright pink pieces and splotches on there as well. They are absolutely stunning, and I reckon if that is their price of 375 bucks, they are an absolute steal. Considering the size of them as well. That one there's at least 3 inches, and it'll probably stretch out a little bit more. So not so much of a top down because they've got the flow going on, but I'll show you guys there. Plenty of Acan pieces in there, and they're run by the Illumagic blaze lights, as well, as you can see on top of their tank, as well as most of their coral holding systems are all lit with the Illumagic blaze. And then we'll go down and look at the coral in a second, but just let's have a quick glance at all of their product range. They've got, like I said, literally every single product underneath the sun. Tunzi, Coral Essentials, Aquaforest, Sallyfert, Red Sea, heaps and heaps of products. Here's another beautiful little Red Sea tank as well. Just lit up with one of their little Red Sea 50 LEDs, I think. And some beautiful LPS in this tank. Look at that, nice, massive gold stem tortoise. A huge polyp extension on that one, so that's a really good sized piece there. And this gorgeous bower just hanging out in the corner as well. He's still there, and one of my favorites to look at every time I'm here. And I'm loving these sort of little smaller tanks and how much you can stack them with. They've got RODI systems as well, which is also their own brand. AMS is their own brand that they bring in. And they've also got a Cade. Let's have a look at this. Cade PR 900 S2, the 3-foot version. Everyone knows I'm a huge fan of the Cade. And literally a custom tank that's all ready to go off the shelf. And just screw in the plumbing that comes supplied, and you've got an incredible system to start a reef tank with. We have a look over here. These are their coral systems. I've been noticing a lot of beautiful chalice pieces been floating about lately. And these guys are, you know, also beautiful pieces. A couple of smaller pieces that are really nice in the back corner there. And lots and lots of frames. You can see here all of the prices are written above the top there, which I'm sure is a bit of a nightmare to manage for them, changing it all the time with coral going in and out all the time. But here's another one of those gorgeous chalices with that red burgundy base and bright gold eyes. Really, really beautiful piece that's completely underrated in my opinion in the coral world. We'll move over here. Some pretty funky action they've got going on with their torches here. Look at that. Providing some pretty epic flow from that beast right there. But look at the polyp extension and boogieing on that. The torch is absolutely loving it. I think these might be the WA torches. They've got the bright yellow tips on them. Got some teal and green tips on that one as well. A couple of scollies just floating about as well. And I'm a fiend for scollies. They are absolutely gorgeous. Plenty of hammers in here as well. A nice gold hammer just in the back there. And the flow is just mesmerizing to see. Look at this piece hiding behind the back there. Just a nice toxic green hammer. Well, nice frog spawns as well, which you haven't seen a good frog spawn in a little while. And that one there's got this reverse stem, bright green base on it with purple tips. Nice reverse stem hammer there as well. Just loving life. And the flow in this tank is pretty mesmerizing to watch. And then up the top of the tanks here, we've got some of the invert systems there. They've got some coral banded shrimp, some red line cleaners, blood red shrimp as well, which I thought was a pretty cool way to display your inverts in the store. Walk a bit further out the back here, it's got an actual live rock holding system, which you don't see a lot of live rock in stores anymore. But I think it's a really good way to seed your tank with some really good bacteria. And if you look down, it's got all of the aquascaping rock needs that you'd want as well. Some Stax rocks, Marco rocks, Carib Sea, and some Aquaforest rocks as well. Just down the end there, which is one of the newcomers to the game. walk back here, this system usually has all of his cleanup crew. He's got a dedicated system for all of the cleanup crew, Nazaria snails, strombers, trocas, turbos, which is a pretty cool sight to see. And he's got a tank system that runs over on the back end here as well, with some beautiful fungia disc corals and some trackies, lots of trackies. And we've got some elegance corals in here with some absolutely just bright gold tips on them. That one's massive. Really, really cool piece. And then we got good old gonnies. Some of them that are really nice. And some common ones. They're relatively inexpensive. A nice one at the back corner there. Red with just a gold, yellow eye in the middle there. Walk further down, just some more leather coral and some singularia and some little mushies as well in there. That's pretty common but still really nice as well. So that is all of their coral systems. And then we walk at the back here. They've got this massive section of freshwater as well. Aquascaping materials, plants. The boys are just doing a bit of a clean up while they've got second. But look at all of that gold light up the top there. No, this is not a freshwater page or a freshwater channel, so we won't delve too deep into that, but you can see huge range of freshwater fish available here. But now we get to the back there, we've got Jake Teresi. He's been a long-standing member here at Williamstown Aquarium. One of the keys to the secret of their success, is that right, Jack? And now we walk around. I'm just going to see what it looks like without a filter. Yeah, I reckon we can go without a filter. Gorgeous fish. Now, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to say I don't know a lot of the names of these fish that are up here. Now we've got some clowns. That's a tang of some sort. Another pair of clowns in there. There's some cute little clowns in here as well. I think they're called skunk clowns. They've got fish tank after fish tank, just full of fish. Another beautiful little tang in there. This one here is pretty spectacular. A beautiful blotched anthias. It's got a couple of those kicking about in the tanks here. They are highly sought after. A deep water species of anthias that look really pretty. Look at the nice long fins on the blotched pattern on its body. Pretty hard to come by. Got a cute wrasse here.
Very easy to keep.
Very easy to keep, the blotched anthias. Yeah. Awesome. Easy to get feeding, Jack's saying. Gorgeous little wrasse there. I'm not sure what that wrasse is called, but he's beautiful. Look at the colours on him. Cleaner fish, yellow assessors. I think they're very, very cool as well. Some purple tangs up the top here with a triggerfish of some sort. Got a cute little puffer over on this side. And he's recently installed these massive UV sterilizer systems that he's ordered himself, and he's saying that's I think 6 by 80 watt tubes. He's got 2 of them running on the systems. There's a massive amount of UV, and the water clarity is just remarkable. A couple of more purple tangs kicking about. Try and get them to focus. There we go. Heaps and heaps of fish, and I love coming here to see what sort of interesting fish they get in here, because there's always something interesting to see. This guy up here, he's got heaps of character, long-nosed hawkfish. A great addition to any tank. Try and get the look at that, he's beautiful. Try and get him to focus. There, look at that. Beautiful piece. Fish, I should say, not a coral. But we'll look over the system on this side as well. Just make sure I get everything into focus for you guys. More tangs, blue tangs, fox faces, which one day one of these fox faces are going to come home with me, because I think they're a great addition to the tank to keep algae at bay, and they also look really pretty as well with their colours and their patterns. Got some rabbit fish in there. There's lots of clowns down here as well. He's got lots of different pairs, designer clowns, standard clowns. He's another couple of the blotched Antheas in here as well. Just kicking in the back corner there, getting the focus. Another one on this side. Gorgeous pair of designer clowns in there. And there's always something interesting to see here. Powder blue tang that's just come in. I'm going to try and keep my footage as steady as possible, but this is quite easily the biggest range of saltwater fish I've seen in the aquarium for a long time. Looking at this section, I'm going to try and hoover through this because my battery and my gimbal is about to die. But you guys get the gist of just how much fish they have in their systems here. Got a gorgeous purple tang, which is like the new yellow tang now in Australia, because the yellow tangs unfortunately has been pushed out of that realm of affordability. So you've got plenty of purple tangs to make up for it here. Some little banana wrasse in there, good for pest control. We've got I think these look like nanoguyes or something like that. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but they're striped fish of some sort. They're pretty cool. Look at that guy. Massive wrasse. It looks pretty badass. And a couple of lights. Tanks don't have lights because I think they've just recently changed them. So heaps of purple tanks. So many purple tanks. One up there. I reckon he's got at least 15 or 20 purple tanks here, all kicking about in all different tanks. Firefish as well. They're very cute. A great addition to a lot of tanks. Quite hardy, easy to feed. More clowns. I think these are called flame fish of some sort. These are camera shy, but they look really cool. Look at the tail on it. Beautiful colour on it, good size too on that one. So on this side, another purple tang hanging in the top here. Some more clowns, a bird nose wrasse, an angel. So many fish. A big 6-line wrasse in there as well. But I've got to say, Williamstown is definitely the fish king, and I suppose it helps when you have your own quarantine facility to be able to bring in your own fish, and there's no shortage of tank space for corals as well. But you guys are looking for a fish for your tank, Williamstown Aquarium is definitely a good place to come. Look at this. I'm loving these fox faces. And maybe this is going to put a couple into my tank because they look pretty cool as a school like that as well. Very, very happy. But unfortunately I don't get to come to Williamstown very often because it is on the other side of the city. But this is next door to where I'm working today, so I've had the opportunity to come down and check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick walk around because I'm very short on time around Williamstown Aquarium. Fantastic aquarium to visit over in Williamstown with heaps of products, heaps of coral, heaps of fish, and also a Cade Pro Reef 900 just sitting here waiting to go to its new owner. So if anyone's looking for a Cade, head down and see Jack here at Williamstown. But I reckon I might try and score one of those ricks. But if I don't take it, you guys should definitely come down and check it out. But if you guys like this video, smash that like button. Leave a comment down below to put some pressure on Jack to come to Reefstock. Because, man, I remember the setup he had last time with the amazing fish he had there. Incredible coral. He's definitely going to be a vendor to reckon with. So leave a comment down below to make sure we put some pressure on him to come. And be sure to subscribe to this channel, because it does help in going a long way to growing the channel, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So be sure to subscribe, please, my friends, and until next time, peace.